Today we're talking about slowing the game down so the game goes in slow motion for you and for nobody else. Or at least it goes slower for you than it does for everyone else. I was originally gonna call this video like how to slow the game down, but then that could be like talking about like the pacing of the game, and I didn't want to make that I didn't want to have that mistake being made. So instead we're talking about how to perceive the game in slow motion. This is something that not only is possible, but can be taught and learned and improved upon throughout your career. It's the same as anything else where like some people are going to be better at it than other people. Like some people can't do it at all. Some people are amazing at it. You're probably somewhere in the middle. But the whole point is whether or not you've heard of this before, seen it before, you're like actively looking, try to integrate it into your game. We're going to talk today about how you can establish it and then improve it to the best of your ability. I want to start with the talent to be able to do this. I talk a lot about talent on this channel because it fascinates me. It's like hitting the genetic lottery because it's just something you're either born with or not. But I don't think it's like a light switch where like you either turn on and use your talent or you turn it off and don't use it. I think it's more like a dimmer switch. Through work and improvement, turn that dimmer switch up and improve it over time. So you're born with the talent, but then you can also work on it to refine it and make it better and maximize it as well. For me, I think I was born with that talent, but it was also something that because I recognized it, I was aware of it, I was grateful that I did have it and I was able to actually identify that I had it at an early age. I was then able to also work on it and improve it over time. And so the great thing about that is like, even if you feel like you're not born with that talent, doesn't mean you can't develop it to a certain degree. I think everybody has the ability, it's innately stronger in some than others. You can improve it and maximize it for whatever talent you may or may not have. But you can't control whether or not you were born with the talent or not, but you can completely control the work you put into refining what of it that you already have. You control the amount of work that goes into maximizing whatever it is you do have. And that's universal for everybody. So it's universal for the most talented players, and it's universal for players that feel like they have no talent for it whatsoever. If you have no talent, you can still put in just as much work as the most talented players and still make improvements. The point I'm trying to make and get at is that if you want to slow the game down, if you want it to be in slow motion in your mind, the way you perceive it, most of that, accomplishing that is going to come from the studying that goes into it. And I say studying because that slow motion effect, that perception comes from having a hyper awareness of what's going on in the court so that it slows down in your mind, because what's really actually happening is that, of course, the game itself, like time is not slowing down just for you and everybody else, like you're moving fine in normal time and motion and everybody else is slow. Obviously, that's not happening. What's happening is your brain, your mind is moving faster than everyone else's. So time is affecting everyone the same way, but your brain is processing things faster than everyone else's brain, so that to you, the game is slowing down and everyone else, they're all in slow motion and now you're still in regular motion time. The question is, how do you get your brain and your mind to be hyperactive like that, to be hyper reactive to what is going on in the court?